All right. Okay. Army Gold. It is the moment that you all have been waiting for. Louder than
What a title, huh?
AKA LTB.
That sounds like a president.
Yeah.
Louder than bombs, Jared.
Jordan, it appears that we have ignited a firestorm in our comment section.
It appears so.
Even more than last month.
And we didn't even think that was possible, everybody. You all give us too much credit.
Yeah.
Much more credit than we deserve.
Yeah. This is going to be freaking insane.
As is every single Army Gold bonus video each month.
I think we should start by reading Army's comments.
Why are you talking like that? Because it makes me want to talk like that.
You talking like that makes me also want to talk like that.
Well, one of us has to break the robotic voice and it will be me, everybody. So Jared, let's jump right into a few comments from our wonderful patrons.
Let's go.
Angry patrons, some of them.
Come on.
But let's start with Aaron. Aaron writes, wow, each month I am convinced that you have somehow come up with one of the hardest polls, only to be corrected when the next poll comes out. Impossible to choose. They're all so good. So we'll be happy with whatever wins. But Louder Than Bombs has a very special place in my heart. So that was my vote. Jared, our Army Gold poll for the month of October 2023 included 4 heavy hitters. Louder Than Bombs, Dimple / Pied Piper.
That's 2 and 1 if you ask me.
Yeah, Army was smart about that. They chose that one as well because the next 2, Bapesay and Walian 52, are on The Most Beautiful Moment in Life Part 2.
Yeah.
So it's right around the corner. Army's smart about this.
Yeah, Army has been very smart from the beginning. However, there are a few armies out there who each time we put out a poll, they are under the assumption that they can only choose one.
Well, for some people,
there is a technical
exactly,
difficulty. But still, some people think we're only reacting to one of the 4 choices.
Yeah.
Army, each month it's 2.
The top 2.
The top
2 choices.
And this month, it'll be 3 because Dimple and Pied Piper are 2 different songs.
They go together.
Yeah. All right, Jordan. The next comment comes to us from Danka Sakovic. And Danka writes, Louder Than Bombs is in my top 5 BTS songs. For second choice, I changed my vote 3 times, maybe more. We'll say that you two really know how to make us fight with our own minds, trying to choose between the reactions we want to see. Borahae, times 7.
Yeah.
Top 5 BTS songs, Jordan. That's what we're about to hear today.
From Danka, from many other people. I have to say, Danka Sakovic sounds like a 3-point NBA specialist. An NBA 3-point specialist.
Gotcha. I just thought you said MBA, which stands for Masters in Business Administration.
No, Jared, I said NBA, which stands for the National Basketball Association.
I stand corrected.
Yes, you do. All right, Jared, a few more comments before we hear one of Danka's top 5 BTS songs. The next comment comes from Shelby, and Shelby writes, this is cruel and unusual punishment, and I can't possibly pick. And in parentheses, Please do Louder Than Bombs. BTS might forget it, but I never could. It's in my top 5 BTS songs ever.
Oh my gosh.
There it is again, Jared.
You know how many BTS songs there are, Jordan?
But this is a common theme that we hear every single Army Gold poll. These are such heavy hitters that these songs are truly people's all-time favorite BTS songs ever.
Yeah, and what Shelby said about BTS might forget it. I've seen a few armies comment and say that BTS forgot this song.
Yeah.
In some way. What was it? Like,
I have no clue. Stacy, our patron Stacy, also said the same thing.
All right, what Stacy says, LTB is the most underrated song ever, even by BTS themselves. I'm intrigued.
Underrated.
Yeah.
Underrated, forgotten. No live performance for this song.
Yeah, that's very intriguing.
Yeah.
Somehow, despite all of that, it makes it into the top 5 BTS songs for Shelby and Danka.
So it has to be that good.
Yeah. Okay. The final comment we are going to read right now comes from Kathy. And Kathy writes, looks like Louder Than Bombs may win too. Ark, it's so good. We need a live performance. It's infamous among armies because it is so loved, but they've never performed it. In a Run BTS episode in 2021, the members were trying to predict the results from a survey sent to armies. When the question, which BTS album track do Army most want to see on stage, came up, the members predicted songs like On and Black Swan, but Louder Than Bombs was number 1.
That's crazy.
Okay, so the appeal here may be that there's no live performance, right? And that, like, this song, whatever we're about to hear, right, Army wants to see performed live.
I would imagine because it's such a great song, Jerry.
Yeah. All right. Kathy continues, here's a short clip of the members' reaction to the result.
Okay.
Also, here's a clip from a V Live with Namjoon where an army asked for a Louder Than Bombs performance. Hopefully, they'll make it happen when they return in 2025. Let's go.
No live performance, no worries.
Yeah.
We have a lyric video that we have never watched before. We have never heard this song before. So strap in, everybody. This is BTS, Louder Than Bombs.
Let's go. Oh,
JK.
Oh. That's V? That's V, Jared?
Oh, give it to me.
Oh.
You say I'm something or there's something brighter than the light. Don't you give up your life. Here I start, cry, for better times.
Hey.
Every day you might wonder if this applies.
Yeah.
Words, no way. It's kundalini ground. All the mu너지는 중.
J-Hope.
Louder than bombs, yeah.
Who's that?
J-Hope.
어디라도 있단 게 두려워 말아. 어떤 밤이 날 삼켜도 난 포기하지 않아. No, we are fine, we're shine. 너와 나 함께 느껴 슬픔과 고통 우연한 계절대 안녕. Yeah, we pick this game. Never been both the same. Season up and out again. 나의 외면했던 시간 잡고 도망쳤던 나를 잊은다. Net outside. Louder than bombs, I say.
Sugar gonna come in?
사람들은 뭐 우리가 괴롭대. 내가 제 pain. 네 삶이라고 해. No matter what I do, don't be 구르네. 우리가 아니면 그래. 누구야 근데. 사람들은 뭐 우리가 괴롭대. 내가 제 pain. 우리 삶이라고 해. No matter what I do, don't be 구르네. 우리가 아니면 그래. 누구야 근데.
Oh.
Bombs, I say. 너와 내게 약속해. 어떤 배들자도 쳐도 우리 끝없이 널 향해 노래할 거라고. Louder than bombs, I say.
That can't be V.
Oh, wait.
Oh, hold on. I feel
That
like
was
it
not V. That was not V. Oh, that's Jimin.
Oh,
Hold on.
Okay.
Yeah, that ain't V, Jor. That's Jimin. You almost had me messed up.
Hold up. Your guy V did go high, I feel, in this song. Did he not?
I'll have to listen again.
We'll have to go back.
Yeah.
Jared, what did this song, Louder Than Bombs, make you feel?
So I completely understand why Army wants to see and hear this live.
Jared, I'm sorry to cut you off.
No, go ahead.
Instead of water being sprayed on the crowd, there would be literal sparks flying everywhere in a live performance of
And
this song.
smoke.
And smoke.
This is a song, Jordan, where as I was hearing it,
Yeah.
I was just picturing each member of BTS in a long black cape. For some reason, this reminded me of like Batman.
Oh, okay.
Like just the nighttime, cold winter feel.
Oh.
It didn't remind you of that?
That's very specific. I can see how it can remind you of that.
All right, what vibe did it give you?
I was on a battlefield. And I know, like, Jared, it may not be the best analogy
No, go ahead.
today.
Go ahead.
But I was on a battlefield. And
Oh, wow.
louder than bombs, I ain't.
Yeah.
Like, that's them loading a bomb.
Ah.
I don't know.
It sounded like there were 40 different types of bass.
Oh, my goodness. Hey, Jared, in the very beginning,
Yeah.
it was choking me up. Literally, that bass was reverberating. Are you
Yeah.
kidding me?
Yeah, yeah.
It kept going. There's different layers of bass. 808 what?
808. What?
That's 909.
But look, how about those little
That's-
how about those little
1001.
like those sounds?
Those are
I
the
would consider
frag-
that bass.
frag grenades.
Yeah. Louder than bombs of rain.
Yeah. The bass made it difficult to pay attention to the lyrics.
Yes.
For me.
Yes, for this song, hearing it one time, the beat matched,
Yeah.
if not surpassed, the energy of the vocals and the rapping.
The rap lines verses. Sugar. I mean,
Sugar, the man.
and that was obviously intentional. And we'll have to go back and re-listen.
Yeah.
And we'll have the dual set lyrics to read.
Yeah.
But all of them, Jared, RM started it off, and a lot of his verse seemed to be in English.
Yeah.
but they were all like almost borderline whispering.
Yes.
Very,
yes.
very low, where you had to like do this to be able to hear them.
Yes. Sugar in particular, Jordan. I
Yeah.
mean, that man went extremely low. Like he, in real life, he talks louder than that. And
Yeah.
Sugar's a soft talker.
Yeah, he's a
Yeah, this song, again, we're about to do the lyrics, but what?
No, go ahead, brother.
It made you feel something very powerful, right? Louder than bombs. Just picture fireworks. Louder than bombs. That's my favorite part.
Yeah.
Jimin. Louder than bombs.
Real quick, we have to go to V's part, and I may have been reading these color-coded lyrics wrong when they have V's part highlighted, right?
Yeah. It says Jimin is harmonizing.
So this is JK, right? So why is V's section highlighted?
I don't know.
So that was throwing me off.
Yeah. But look, it switches and says JK is harmonizing. So again, this is one of those mishmash songs where it's difficult to tell who is harmonizing, who is singing. Yeah.
It's like they all agreed to sort of keep their tones. The rap line and the vocal line.
Yep.
They have different tones. The vocal line seemed to be at a higher tone.
Yeah.
And the rap line lower, like
Yeah.
whisper type. Let's hear this part by V. Yeah, I think it was the harmonizing that was catching me off. I'm like, that can't be V.
Yeah.
Maybe it is.
Yeah.
Maybe V's voice is up in there.
All right. Let's try to pick apart these lyrics, Jordan, because I want to know what this song is about now. Right?
Me too, man.
If you say battlefield, I say Batman. Where are we going here?
Pretty similar to me.
Yeah. Okay, so according to Dual Set, Louder Than Bombs was produced by Bram Inscore. Is that what that says? Mm-hmm. Written by Troy Sivan. Ooh, it sounded like Troy Sivan's sound a little bit.
Okay.
That atmospheric sound. Bram.
Same guy who produced it.
Oh, Bram. Why can't I pronounce his name? Bram Inscore. LEX, Leland, RM Sugar, and J Hope. And there's a note here that says Spotify storyline. Louder Than Bombs tells the story of how sadness and fear grow as one encounters stories of pain around the world. I'm going to read that one more time. Louder Than Bombs tells the story of how sadness and fear grow as one encounters stories of pain around the world. The message that we will continue to listen to your story and will never stop singing, so speak yourself, intensifies with the song's brisk yet grand atmosphere. Ooh! Brisk yet grand atmosphere. Can we look up the term brisk real quick?
Yes.
Okay, that's what I felt. Yep. Okay, the definition is very active or alert, lively, or very refreshing.
Brisk.
Brisk autumn weather.
Like a cold upstate New York night.
That's what I felt,
in
John.
October.
Refreshing, cold-ish night, but also grand. You got bombs or fireworks going off at the same time.
Yeah. It says that it tells the story of how sadness and fear grow as one encounters stories.
Yeah.
So not experiences, Jared.
Yeah.
Stories of pain around the world.
Yeah.
So I'm wondering if there's some sort of like compassion fatigue going on, because a lot of people who work in like the mental health field develop compassion fatigue at times because they hear people's pain all the time. They help them work through their own struggles, and they hear a lot of stories, and it can grow fear and sadness inside them.
Yeah.
And they have to learn how to deal with it.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's what they mean, but
Yeah, I know. They say that we will continue to listen to your story and will never stop singing. So speak yourself.
Right.
Right. Encouraging people to share their stories, that we'll be
Yeah.
listening.
yeah. Yeah.
One more thing, as I see that first sentence, Jordan, right? The story about how sadness and fear grow. I'm thinking about the wars going on right now around the world. And the stories that we are just seeing on the television, right? Unbelievable, stories, heartbreaking stories that I know millions of other people are seeing right now as well. I almost feel like a collective mourning going on in the world right now.
Yeah.
And I know there's always been wars throughout history, but, anytime there is a new war, right? It's a reminder of the cost and preciousness of human life. Right? People are dying right now. Children are dying right now. And everyone watching is just about helpless. So, yeah.
This thing right here, man.
Yeah.
I know we're growing up in a day and age where we get to see everything, even if it may be skewed at times.
Yeah.
We are still seeing violence. People are, first of all, living through this violence.
Yes.
There are people right now being bombed,
Yes.
living through it. But this first sentence, how sadness and fear grow as one encounters stories of pain around the world.
Yeah.
It's almost impossible to have one of these and not come across stories of pain around the world. It's a beautiful thing, and it is also a disastrous thing.
Yes.
Because the things that we are now able to see on our phones can breed a sense of fear,
Yeah.
even if we are thousands of miles away from it happening.
That's right.
And 50 to 100 years ago, we would not be hearing about it,
Yeah.
really, right?
Yeah. And it breeds that sense of fear because we're all human, right?
Yeah.
It's not something that we can control, right? You see an image of somebody suffering on your phone or your television, you feel sadness. You
Yeah.
feel some fear.
Yeah.
You feel helplessness because you're a human being, right?
That's true. I do sort of feel like a lot of the things that we see, we probably shouldn't be seeing, or
I
we
agree.
wouldn't be seeing
Oh, 100%.
if we didn't have a device that allows us to.
Jordan, we have more access to information and news
Yeah.
in 2023 than ever in human history.
Yeah.
Ever in human history. And our brains, we talk about this a lot, but our brains have not developed as quickly as the phone has developed, as technology has developed.
Our brains will never be as developed as
Yeah.
technology until we put a chip in them.
Yeah.
But yet, nonetheless, Jared, pain and suffering is happening all around us. And our hearts truly go out to anybody out there living through it. We've had Army patriots
Yes.
who have lived through it and have told us their stories about what it's like being in a war zone.
Yep.
So it's not like we're exempt or Army is exempt from this.
Yeah.
We are all touched from this.
Yes.
We all are impacted by tragedy all around the world.
Yeah. And Army can rely on Army to alleviate some of that fear and sadness. And that's what happens on a daily basis, Jordan,
Yeah.
right?
And a song like this helps to alleviate it as well.
Yes, sir.
So let's read what it's about.
Okay. So the lyrics begin, now it has become too clear, the unfamiliar shadow in those shouts and cheers, the word that perhaps will never be believed. Let's only see and hear good things. And the note here says, this reminds me of the first verse of 2-3 or
2-3.
dual set. Let's walk only along the flower path. I can't say such words.
Oh,
Let's see only the good things. I can't say such words as well. That from now on, there will be only good things, that we will not get hurt anymore. I can't say such words. I can't say such lies.
they're not doing this.
Exactly.
They're doing this.
Exactly.
They're not looking around and saying, "Oh, nothing's happening out
Exactly.
here." No, they're saying, "Oh, these are real people dealing with real stories and real struggles."
Yeah.
And we see you.
Yeah.
That's what they're saying, Jerry.
Yeah. Right now, this is reminding me a little bit of what we just reacted to, Jimin's Like Crazy choreography. Right? Jimin, there was a moment in that choreography where he did cover his eyes.
Yes.
And then there was another moment where he wasn't covering his eyes. You know?
Yeah, that's a good comparison. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, the lyrics continue. Your silent sorrow shakes me.
Oh,
In the quiet sea of mine, waves rise from time to time. Louder than bombs, I break. The pains that pour down. The facial expression you made. Since the time I learned that it's not what it meant. And the note here says, a direct translation would be, since the time I knew that the facial expression you made was not that facial expression. And it says, my interpretation of these two lines would be something like, since I learned that the smile you showed me does not mean your happiness. Which is also in line with the storyline above. Fans want to give them only positive energy and love, but they see the individual pains we all have inside. Oh, BTS is nailing it.
hold up, Jared.
Oh, they're nailing it here.
Hold up. This is like BTS.
What do we have to do anymore? I mean, we can go home right now.
We are home, brother.
BTS has nailed these lyrics,
Yeah.
right? What are you going to say?
No, I'm saying BTS is essentially saying, I know you and it's okay.
Yeah.
I know you. I see through your smile.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm here for you and I'm here with you.
Yeah.
And just like you, I have to smile at times when I don't feel like
Yeah.
I want to smile.
Yeah.
So I see you and I appreciate you for that. This is like BTS digging into ARMY and just letting them know that, like, we understand you guys. Like, we know
Yeah.
that not all of you are coming to our concerts and smiling and having so much positive energy
Yeah.
because you're happy.
Yeah.
No. We hear your stories. We've gotten to know you over these years, and we know that you may have been through the ringer. You may have been through hell
Yeah.
and back. You may have spent your hard-earned money, and you may not have much of it, on a BTS concert ticket, and you're here, and that's why you're smiling.
And-
but then you got to go back.
And we are going to make tonight the time of your life at this concert, right? Yeah, this is majestic.
This is an interesting song.
All right, the lyrics continue. Louder than bombs, I break.
Break.
Baby, I'm nothing than nothing.
Maybe this was RM's verse.
Baby, I'm nothinger than nothing. All right, you want to take that?
Is that RM's verse? Because he spit in English, I remember.
Ah,
Baby, I'm nothinger than nothing, lighter than the light. Don't you want a thing from me? But you say I'm somethinger than something, lighter than the light. And the note here says, as some of you commented under this post, I also hear brighter instead of lighter. Okay. Don't you give up your life. Here I stay, pray, just for better days. And there's another note that says, again, the subtitle of 2-3 or dual set is still wishing there will be more good days. Every day's a maze. Wonder if this is my place. I think that was RM.
yeah.
Baby, I'm nothinger than nothing, lighter than the light. Don't you want a thing from me? But you say I'm somethinger than something.
Yeah.
lighter than the light. Don't you give up your life. Here I stay, pray just for better days. Every day's a maze. Wonder if this is my place. I take from that he's essentially just saying, you have given me my strength. You're the one telling me that I'm something out here. Because I'm really nothing.
Yeah.
And I really just pray for better days for everybody because this life is a maze out here.
Yeah.
I still wonder if this is my place, where I fit in, if this is even my place to say this.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. And also just thinking about the lyrics mixed with the tone of their voices, right? They're not saying this too loudly, yet the song is called Louder Than Bombs, right? They're whispering. It's almost like, Army, we see you. Army, don't worry. We got you.
There you go, Jared.
We got you.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's it. If I can just say one thing, I won't be too long. I was reading this article one day, and it was about communication with people, and specifically communication between extroverts and introverts. And they were saying that it's best when you're speaking to somebody who doesn't often raise their voice. You have to meet them where they're at. If you approach somebody and they're more of an introvert and they say something like, hi, how are you doing? Good, whatever, in a low voice.
Yeah.
You can't say, hey, how are you? You doing okay? No, that's like an automatic shock.
Yeah.
If you meet them where they're at and say, and like lower your tone.
Yeah.
Just to fit their voice. You don't have to lower it all the way, just lower it.
Yeah.
It creates for a more welcoming environment.
Yeah.
And it makes them implicitly trust you more.
Yeah.
Right? And I used to have people I work with do that with me all the time because I was a low speaker.
Yeah.
And you'd have this one lady I'll never forget. She always used to talk to me, but talk to me in a way that made me feel comfortable. I don't like people hearing my conversations right, in an office.
Yeah.
So she always used to just lower her voice, and it used to make me trust her.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I do to this day.
Wow.
I think that's a great point that you said, though, Jared.
Yeah.
The song is called Louder Than Bombs, but they are all using tones of voices that are just so low.
But also, tone of voice is not always indicative of power, right? The members whispered in their lyrics, yet their words were very powerful. You know?
Absolutely. What did they say? The quietest person in the room usually holds the most power?
Yeah.
That's what they say.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like you should be scared of the person who's quiet because they're the one that...
Yeah, they're thinking, right? They may only speak once or twice, but listen to what they say when they speak. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you, RM, for that inspiration. Okay, and then we get J-Hope. You want to take J-Hope's verse as well?
Sure.
All right.
J-Hope whispers or spits, where's my way? The ground that is continuously shaking, collapsing down alone, mute, louder than bombs. Yeah. I want to tell you the darkness exists anywhere. Don't be afraid. Whatever night swallows me, I don't give up. The fight that is for you will shine. And then we get the chorus comes back in again, pre-chorus and chorus.
Yeah. Just from J-Hope's short verse there.
Yeah.
I'm thinking about how, like, leaders, and, I often think about Obama.
Okay.
How some of the best leaders, BTS included, are the calmest voices in times with the most chaos and turmoil. So if we think about this song in particular, right, their voices are very calm.
Yeah.
But the instrumentation is crazy.
Yeah.
It's such an interesting juxtaposition, Jordan.
Absolutely. Absolutely, man.
Okay, the lyrics continue. You and I, we all feel it together. Sorrow and pain. They are never a coincidence. Yeah, we picked this game.
Louder than bombs, I say. So they say, louder than bombs, I break.
Yeah.
Louder than bombs, I say. And then I saw louder than bombs, I sing. So interesting.
I will say in front of the world, the times when I looked away from you, the days when I kept running away, they will no longer exist.
Oh,
Louder than bombs, I say. Hey.
and the word bombs is so intentional. They could have they could have said louder than trumpets, louder than
Chihuahuas.
louder than fire sirens,
Yeah.
fire alarms.
Yeah.
They chose bombs
Yeah.
because I feel like there is a sort of political undertone to this
Yeah.
entire song.
Yeah.
They know that there's a lot of turmoil going on in the
Yeah.
world, Jared. Even then, in all eras.
And there's not many things in this world that are louder than bombs. You know? And BTS is saying, louder than bombs, I say. Right? They're going beyond bombs.
Oh, louder than bombs.
Yeah. Okay. And then we get the legendary Sugar verse. Go ahead.
Sugar sort of gave us two different verses, it felt like.
Yeah, tone of voice. He
Tone
switched.
of voice. But RM had, it seemed like half a verse, and J-Hope the other half.
yeah.
And then Sugar had his entire verse.
Yeah, J-Hope had a little sliver. I
Yeah.
thought he had smaller than RM.
Yeah, I think he might have had a little less of a
Yeah.
verse than RM. But Sugar just,
Yeah.
he gave it to us. Sugar spits or whispers or whatever the hell Sugar was doing. Sugar says, they say, well, they are jealous of us. They say the pain I own is hypocrisy. No matter what I do, I roll in filth. And there's a side note here that says to roll on a field of feces. That's what that word means, literally. Is usually used as a part of an idiom. And this term right here means even if you roll on a field of feces, this world is better than the other world.
Okay.
Alrighty. If it's not us, okay. Who's going to do it? Let me read that one more time, man. They say, well, they are jealous of us. They say the pain I own is hypocrisy. No matter what I do, I roll in filth. If it's not us, okay, who's going to do it?
Yeah, Sugar's making us think.
Is Sugar talking about like doing the work that needs to be done in the trenches? Because obviously he's not literally talking about rolling on a field of feces, right?
Yeah. I don't think so. No matter what I do, I roll in filth. If it's not us, okay, who's going to do it? Maybe it's sacrifice, right? Sugar is sacrificing for other people so that they don't have to, quote unquote, roll in filth.
Possibly.
Yeah.
Maybe it'll make more sense as we go along. Sugar continues. They say, well, they're jealous of us. They say the pain I own is hypocrisy. No matter what I do, I roll in filth. If it's not us, okay, who's going to do it? So that was Sugar's entire verse?
Wow.
Hold up, Jared. So he just said the first one very quietly.
Yeah.
And then he raised his voice.
Yeah.
Same verse.
I guess he thought Army needed to hear that twice.
Take us out, brother.
Louder than bombs, I say. I promise to you and myself, no matter what kind of waves strike, we will endlessly sing towards you. Louder than bombs, I say. That's a promise.
We will sing towards you through whatever waves strike.
Yeah.
Now we're on a battleship, and we are headed straight towards you, Army.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful song, man.
Oh, yeah.
And it feels relevant, like we talked about.
Yeah. Okay. So there's not much content for this song.
Yeah.
So we've been told. But I think we can make do with the content that we have.
Yeah, we have a few little short clips here
Yeah.
that people have sent us.
First up, we have a clip of JK singing the song on V Live. We love our JK V Lives. Let's go.
Let's check it out. And this comes from 2022, his birthday, V Live. Oh, that bass, dog. I just had to pause.
What is
it.
that? Wait, is that new sound? The maybe not.
Oh.
Come on.
Look, it's like the waves.
와, 나 진짜 기억이 안 난다.
Oh, is he trying to remember it?
나 진짜 기억이 안 나는데.
Jared, I just have to say, this is a painful song.
Yes.
This is not an easy song to listen to.
Yeah.
Because it puts you in a state of contemplativeness.
Yeah.
About the safety of people in the world.
Yeah.
Like, it almost feels, that's why I said a war zone. It almost feels like, right here, look. What's happening?
Uh-oh. Yeah.
Like bombs are literally going off.
Yeah, yeah. It rattles you.
Yeah.
It makes you feel the insecurity or the insecure situations of other people.
Oh.
Right?
And we'll never know what it's like to live in a war zone.
Yeah.
But I think you are correct with that, brother.
Yeah.
Whoa. So much bass.
Yeah.
Makes me want to rap over it. I keep saying that. As we get deeper into the discography, I'm like, Jared, I want to rap over these songs. Love is not over. Oh my goodness. Like, these are hip hop beats.
Nothing's holding you back.
I know. The creative process is holding me back.
Yeah.
All right, so that was JK singing, as he usually does. Next up, we have a short little video of BTS being shocked during a Run episode to hear that ARMY really wanted to see Louder Than Bombs perform live.
Okay, I've been waiting for this little clip.
Yeah, and this is what Kathy was telling us about.
Yeah.
He says, that's so shocking. The #1 album track ARMY wants to see on stage, Louder Than Bombs, 37,000 votes.
저거에 대한 수요가 많은 거야. 이게 글로벌 팬들이 되게 좋아하나? 아 진짜요? 되게 많은 걸 알아간다. 요즘 아미들이 생각하는 그 순위인 거잖아요, 그러니까. 언제 공연을 하면 꼭 넣자고요. Louder Than Bombs.
한번 넣어야 돼. 알게 된 거는 저는 Louder Than Bombs.
맞아.
공연 한 번은
콜에다
해야지 이제.
저희가 이 결과를 잘 참고해서 앞으로 저희가 어떻게 할지, 뭐 무대를 뒷꾸밀지, 곡은 어떤 곡을 할지를 잘 참고해서 좋은 데이터에 보태서.
All right, you heard it from him, Jordan.
Yeah,
They said we'll prepare.
right. Gotta hold them to it.
Okay, but look, wouldn't it sort of make sense that ARMY picked Louder Than Bombs because it has never been performed live? right? Other choices like On, or maybe On hasn't been performed live. Has it?
Huh. I mean, that's a good question. Where were the choices?
Well, I know Kathy mentioned On, I think. But
Okay. Yeah, Army, let us know what the choices
Yeah.
were, because maybe none of them have been performed live.
if that's the case, then yes, I can see the shock.
Yeah. Interesting. Hey, we heard it
Okay.
from. We gotta hold them to their promise, Army.
Yeah.
All right, what's next, brother?
All right. Next up, we have a video of RM responding on V Live to a fan requesting Louder Than Bombs Live. Let's check it out.
Requesting that he sing louder than Bombs Live, or that they perform it. BTS.
No idea.
All right, it says here louder than Bombs Live. The members would have to practice. Oh, okay. So Aaron's about to answer. Here we go.
Louder Than Bombs Live. 와, 그거 애들이 많이 연습해야 될 텐데 그 노래가 엄청 어려워요. That song is hard, girl. Or boy.
He said that song is
or
hard,
man or
girl.
woman. Louder Than Bombs Live.
Oh, that's
와,
really
그거
short.
애들이 많이 연습해야 될 텐데 그 노래가 엄청 어려워요. That song is hard, girl.
Uh,
Or boy. Or man or woman.
so hard emotionally or hard
Oh, I took it as like the beat.
technically? So hard like technically to sing and rap.
I took it as like that's a hard song.
Oh,
That goes hard.
Interesting.
That's how I took it. I could be wrong.
One more time.
Louder Than Bombs Live. 와, 그거 애들이 많이 연습해야 될 텐데 그 노래가 엄청 어려워요. That song is hard, girl. Or boy. Or man or woman.
Interesting.
How'd you take it?
I took it as like, oh, that song's hard to perform.
Like because it's so emotional and
Yeah.
okay.
Hard to perform. I may have seen Army comment a few things about the song being emotional for them. That may be why.
Okay.
Yeah. But the song is hard.
I mean, it's hard in every way.
Yeah.
All right. I think this is a good segue to get to the video that Kathy sent us
Okay.
of RM, also on V Live. I assume talking more about Louder Than Bombs. Yeah.
Yeah. Kathy wrote in and told us that she thought we might find this video interesting.
Yeah.
And Kathy wrote, after the album came out, Map of the Soul 7, RM went on live to talk through the whole album with Army. He talked about what inspired his writing of the lyrics and about the process of recording. I thought you might find it interesting, so I found the live on Weverse and skipped through to find where he talked about Louder Than Bombs.
Oh, yes.
So it's about 6-7 minutes.
Yeah.
So let's check it out. Let's hear RM talking about Louder Than Bombs.
Let's go.
영화 뭐죠? Louder Than Bombs. 밤보다 시끄러운. Troye Sivan.
Troye Sivan.
Troye Sivan.
You can tell this song really makes them think. Like RM.
네, Louder Than Bombs 약간 조금 처지죠, 노래가. 좀 슬프죠. 다운 템포. 뭐, 정확하게 그렇게 분류가 되는지 모르겠습니다만. 이게 이제 아마 앨범 처음 작업했던 노래가 이 Louder Than Bombs, 밤보다 시끄러운일 겁니다. 이걸로 처음 시작을 했어요, 작업을. 제 랩은 되게 나중에 썼고 이 노래 가사부터 작업을 했는데 많이 까였어요. 많이 까였고 그거 있잖아요. 1, 2, 3 최종의 최종, 파이널의 최종, 진짜 최종, 진짜 최종, 그런 식으로 갔었던 이제
Why?
좀 약간 문학처럼 가야 되는 그런 노래, 그런 까라의 노래여가지고 좀 많이 이렇게 여러 시도들이 있었고 노래 이 노래도 사실 되게 슬펐어요. 쓰면서 그냥 내내 이 노래로 시작하니까 그냥 힘이 쭉 빠져가지고
Oh wow.
뜨거. 이그 Louder Than Bombs I Break 라는 게 되게 그 뭐랄까 되게 시적이잖아요. 그 폭탄보다 더 훨씬 시끄럽게 나는 부서진다. 원래는 쏟아지는 아픔들 부분은 Louder Than Bombs I Break 그 다음에 쏟아지는 아픔들 여기를
All the pain
Louder Than
poured out.
Bombs I Break 무너지는 방벽들
Protective
이렇게
walls
써져요.
collapse.
저는 무너지는 방벽들이랑 그냥 표현이 좋아서
Ah,
이제 애매하다고 사실은 어쨌든
interesting.
빠꾸를 먹었던 그런
Ah,
가사인데 저는 아직도 그
I would say
프레이즈가 아까워요.
poetic.
그냥 무너지는 방벽이라는 말이
protective
좋았었거든요.
walls
Louder Than
collapse.
Bombs I Break
So, protective walls collapse were the words that he originally wrote.
Originally, yeah.
and it was turned down because it was too ambiguous. He was saying.
무너지는 방벽들 뭐 이런 거 하는데 이제 쏟아지는 아픔들이 조금 더 아무래도 뭔가 뭔 얘기가 얘네가 뭔 얘기하고 싶은지 사실 훨씬 더 직관적이니까 요게 채택되는 게 사실 당연했던 것 같긴 하고 그다음에 네가 지었던 그 표정이 아니란 걸 안 그때부터 이 노래는 사실 뭐랄까 그러니까 뭔가 그런 거 생각했어요. 이거 할 때는 그냥 막 편지들 옛날에 막 많이 받고
Ah,
그랬던
okay, that makes sense.
Interesting, yeah.
그리고 뭐 가끔 위버스 같은 거 봐도 이제 되게 슬픈 일들 그냥 뭐 저희한테 슬픔을 주시려고 그런 목적이 아니라 이게 슬픔 뭐 나누면 반이 되잖아요. 그래서 그런 어떤 슬픈 사연 뭐 본인이 어떤 일이 있었고 최근에 뭐 어떤 게 슬프고 이런 게 뭐 그렇다라는 그것들을 봤을 때 우리가 느끼는 그런 감정들 그러니까 우리가 지금 공연장에 서서 우리와 이 사람이 되게 신나는 노래로 같이 교감하고 있을지언정 우리가 늘 좋은 상태로 그게 그렇게 하는 건 아니잖아요. 그
love it.
순간이 그럴지라도 그래서 네가 지었던 그 표정이 아니었구나 라는 깨달음에서 되게 시작을 했고 웃는 게 아니야 라는 뭐 그 옛날 노래처럼 스스로에게 하는 얘기이기도 하고 근데 저의 입장에서는 저는 그냥 여러분들이 해주시는 되게 각자의 아픔들 쏟아지는 아픔들이죠. 그래서 쏟아지는 아픔들이 이걸 내가 다 어떻게 안을 수 있을까 다 안을 수는 있을까 감히 아니면 뭐 들을 수는 있을까 내가 이 개개인들의 아픔을 과연 나라는 이 한낱 작은 인간이 이게
Can you pause
위로한다고
real quick?
가는
So here RM is talking about empathy. Right?
Is it possible?
Yeah,
I'm just one person.
exactly. He's asking the question, is it possible for me to feel their pain? And is it possible for me to comfort them?
And comfort them. Is it even
Is it
possible?
possible? I often think about empathy, right? And I know like we by nature are in a very unique dynamic. We're twins.
We are.
We can feel a more powerful sense of empathy for each other than we can for another friend out there, or even, dare I say it, some of our other siblings.
Well, we're twins, brother.
We're twins. And our sense of empathy for our younger siblings is through the roof.
And that should tell everybody how much empathy we have for each other.
Exactly. But think about it. Can you feel true empathy, right? There's a difference between empathy and sympathy.
Yeah.
Can you feel true empathy for a random stranger?
Yes, you can. It's hard,
Yeah.
but you can choose to, in my opinion.
Yeah.
You can choose to put yourself in their shoes.
Okay.
I don't know.
Okay. But also, I guess if you've lived, a similar experience, right?
Yeah,
if
yeah.
you've been through something and somebody, some random stranger has also been through something similar,
Yeah.
you can feel empathy. But what about if you have not experienced anything similar? Do you think you can feel empathy?
Again, I think you can choose to.
Okay.
You can feel sympathy.
Yes.
I don't know about empathy
Yeah.
because they're different.
Yeah.
Empathy deals more with, from my knowledge, deals more with having gone through something.
Yeah.
Essentially, and being able to put yourself in somebody else's shoes.
Okay.
That's how I feel.
Yeah.
I still feel like you can choose to be maybe not choose to be an empath, but there are certain people who are empaths out here walking who feel everybody's pain, no matter what they've been through themselves.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe we should look up the definition of empathy real quick.
Okay.
So on Oxford Languages, it says that the definition of empathy is the ability to understand and share the feelings of another.
Yeah.
So not necessarily needing to go through it. Yeah. Another definition, it says empathy is the capacity to understand or feel what another person is experiencing from within their frame of reference. That is the capacity to place oneself in another's position.
Yeah. To the left there, can you just click on what is the real meaning of empathy? And here it says the term empathy is used to describe a wide range of experiences. Emotion researchers generally define empathy as the ability to sense other people's emotions, coupled with the ability to imagine what someone else might be thinking or feeling. Okay, so I've sort of like set this crazy high bar for empathy. Like it's so hard to be empathetic, but that makes it sound a little simpler, right? You just have to imagine what someone else might be thinking or feeling.
Right.
Yeah. Okay.
Right. And in RM's case, here, he's receiving so many letters. I mean, he's meeting armies at concerts, seeing their faces.
Yeah.
These are not strangers to him.
No.
These are his people. These are army.
Yeah.
So that empathy that he feels for them, Jared, I mean, that's strong.
It inspired him to create this song.
Oh my goodness. It's incredible.
Yeah.
All right, a few more minutes left in this.
가당키나 한 일인가에 대한 스스로에 대한 의문이고 고백이고 호소고 좀 슬프죠. 그래서 네. 뭐 참 되게 절절하게 참 저는 멀티를 못해서 한국을 쓰면 한국을 끝까지 끝내야 되거든요. 그래서 되게 절절한 상태로 몰입해서 이거 쓰고 블랙스완 쓰고 그랬던 것 같아요. 그때 되게 많이 슬펐고 이제 뭐 사실 뭐 그런 관계에 공개될 수 없겠지만 어쨌든 마치 이 가이드나 뭐 예를 들면 지민이나 정국이나 막 태영이나 막 석진이 형이 부른 것처럼 막 절절하게 막 이러고 있거든요. 작업실에서 혼자. 이제 그래야 좋은 것들이 나오니까 말들이 나오니까.
I want to see that demo
그러면서
version.
썼었던 것 같고 썼었었고 그 다음에 이제 뭐 비하인드라면 소소한 비하인드는 이제 제 뒤에 제가 좀 어쨌든 좀 특이하게 썼잖아요 벌스를. 보면 사실 페르소나 빼고
Alright, is that about it?
제대로
Yeah,
랩다운
except
랩을
for
리스펙
Persona.
있구나 우기랑 하긴 했네. 근데 뭔가 좀 어쨌든 약간 속삭이듯이 좀 했잖아요.
Hold on.
But I rap like whisper.
이거 할 때 너무 좋아할 때 이게 다 내려가지고
Ah.
이러면서 했었던 기억이 나는데 그 뒤에 이제 호비가 제 걸 받아야
Yeah.
되잖아요. 너무 힘들어 하더라고요. 이 음을 캐치해서 저랑 음역대가 다르니까 호비가 더 높잖아요. 그래서 Baby I'm not doing nothing rather than life Don't you want it Don't you want a thing from me 네, 이거보다 더 낫나? 뭐 아무튼 Don't you give up your life 이렇게 이렇게 떨어지는 그 음가들을 잇는 거에 힘들어 하더라고요. 호비가 자기 보이스가 아니라고. 그래서 호비에게 굉장히 미안하고 되게 이걸로 많이 까이고 그 컴파운드 여러 번 받은 걸로 알고 있어요. 그래서 이 자리를 빌어 호바 정말 미안했다. 다음엔 너가 보여주세요.
Please write the first verse.
Ah, so what RM is saying, Jordan?
어쨌든 되게 호비가
Hold on,
멋있게
we'll let it
이겨졌고
finish.
어쨌든 곡은 나온다. 그런 얘기를 하고 싶네요.
I wanted to hear what he was going to say about Sugar's verse.
드디어 타이틀인가.
Okay.
큰일 났다.
Yeah.
So he basically said that each rap line member's tone gradually decreased. Right? RM started things off on a higher note, then it went to J-Hope, and then it went to Sugar.
Is that what he was saying?
I think he just said that basically. He didn't talk
Interesting.
about Sugar's, but he said that J-Hope's was a little bit lower.
Okay. That's a good
Unless I'm
catch.
hallucinating.
No, that's a good catch. And Army, let us know. Because that would make a whole lot of sense.
Yes.
And then by the end, Sugar's real low, and then he bursts.
Yes.
Like a bomb. He snaps. And then the hook
Yeah.
comes in.
Okay.
Jared, we're not done yet though, brother.
No.
We have one more comment to read from one of our patrons.
Okay.
And this comes from Rosemary Ansualda. Rosemary Ansualda. And Rosemary writes, Louder Than Bombs is one of my top songs of BTS's. Sound and lyrics hit different. Rosemary attaches 2 TikTok clips for us and says, these 2 links will help understand why RM wrote the lyrics, and they come from the BTS book.
Ooh, okay.
So I don't know if Rosemary is talking about the book that was just released
Yeah.
or not. But there's short little clips. Let's check them out and see if we can glean more information from it.
All right.
So this first one says, to understand BTS's lyrics is to understand Namjoon and vice versa. All right.
Though he feels that he is someone who cannot save everyone and do everything, RM is embracing the pain of ARMY and the world through this song. This desire to embrace ARMY's pain has echoes of lyrics from Mono's Forever Rain. If I could kiss the whole world deeply, would someone welcome me? Would someone embrace my weary body? 2 years later, RM is still embracing the whole world, understanding everyone's pain in the way he wished he could be understood.
Oh,
It is through this very experience that he is able to create a song that has such great capacity for universal understanding.
oh,
The pain of not being able to help everyone, not being able to do multiple things at the same time. This plea to himself is held within the words, louder than bombs I break. For it is that tension of competing wants, needs and abilities, while remaining only human, that creates such a powerful breaking point. This is surely a universal experience, as it is one he has already observed within ARMY, within BTS, and more broadly throughout the world and channeled through his lyricism. There is pain in breaking louder than bombs, and great healing too.
holy moly.
Rosemary, thank you so much for sending us this. Wait, can we get this book? What are we talking about?
Is this from the recent book, Jordan?
Well, at the very top it said BTS
This is surely a universal experience.
by ARMY 2020.
No, this is not the recent book.
It could be,
BTS by Army 2020?
unless this is just a chapter.
All right, let's look that up real quick.
BTS by ARMY 2020. Oh my goodness, man. That's like the BTS the review,
Yeah.
except deeper.
On steroids.
Yeah. Wow, it says BTS by ARMY 2020 shares the journey of Grammy-nominated BTS during the year 2020. From their chart-topping Map of the Soul 7 to surviving the pandemic together and creating B, featuring Billboard Hot 100 #1's Dynamite and Life Goes On. Every moment is compiled to provide an authentic and dynamic profile of the group and each member throughout the year. A culmination of interviews, lyrical analysis, live performances, and more. These profiles show the journey of RM, Jin, Suga, J-Hope, Jimin, V, and JK from the unique perspective of some of those who walked with them every step of the way. ARMY. Wow.
All right, they put the top Army professors and researchers
Yeah.
in charge of this book.
ARMY, if we received this book from one of you all, please forgive us.
Yeah,
But we need to read this.
100%.
We need to read it. Jared, did you take anything from that paragraph? The words speak for themselves, but
Yeah.
did it make you think of anything, feel anything?
Well, now I feel that RM has like this innate sense of empathy,
Great point.
you know, and he may be a rare breed,
Yeah.
but this man can feel the pain of others and
Yeah.
put that into song.
Yeah. And even questioning, like we heard him talk about in his interview, or on live, even questioning, can he comfort Army?
Yeah.
And feeling sad
Yeah.
at the answer. Like, obviously he can't comfort everybody out there in pain.
Yeah.
But as the last line here says, Jared, there is pain in breaking louder than bombs and great healing too.
Yeah.
RM created that, right? Louder than bombs. He created that statement.
I think so.
Louder than bombs, I break. Like, I break for
Yeah.
all of the pain and suffering in the world.
Louder than bombs, I say. Hey, hey.
All right.
Oof. That was good.
Yeah, we have one more short little clip. Another paragraph or another lyrical analysis. Let's check it out.
The track Louder Than Bombs was inspired by letters that RM received and posts he had read on Weverse from Army who were suffering. When I read fans' postings about sad things in their lives, I thought about the feelings that we have or the emotions. All of us can't be happy all the time.
So this is what we just watched.
Yeah.
The song, though inspired by the suffering of Army, also seems to represent the suffering of BTS. Not just in response to reading such letters or posts, but in general. Louder than bombs I break. This part is somewhat poetic, RM reflects. I break, louder than bombs. This speaks to the reciprocal relationship between RM and his fans, and his desire to ensure they are seen, heard, and understood.
Thank you, President Kim Namjoon, for your service. Is that it?
That's it. No live performance.
Damn it.
2025. Army, we have to put in a petition
Yeah.
to get them to perform this song
yeah.
live, because that will be the ultimate celebration and healing process of them all.
Jordan, this may hit harder live than a song like Microcosmos.
Oh,
You know? Right? Another song for Army.
yeah. Yeah.
Okay, I think what we should do right now is let this song take us out. And Army, we all need to collectively attempt to manifest a live performance of this song in 2025.
Yes.
So while you're listening to this song, just manifest. Manifest. Maybe
Yes.
move your arms like this to manifest.
Jared, we also need to collectively have each other's backs.
Yes.
And Army, we hope that by now you know that we see you, we hear you,
Yes.
and we feel you. You obviously know that BTS does. But Jared, Army has Army's back.
Yeah.
And this is one big revolving circle. So if there's anybody out there in pain right now, please do not hesitate to write to us, write to any armies. We see so many beautiful conversations going on in the comment section.
Yes.
All the time. Jared, Army has Army's back. And President RM, we thank you for your service, brother.
Yes.
Your continued service, because we're not electing another president anytime soon.
No, you have the position for life.
All right, let's let it play us out. Army, thank you so much for watching today's reaction video. That was a bomb. RM sent it in the room. We love you, we appreciate you, and we'll see you soon.
And do not forget, be kind.
And keep an open mind, everybody.
Let's go.
이제 너무 선명해졌어 저 하늘 속에 낯선 그림자
Can you turn it up?
I can't.
숨을 쉴 수 없어 좋은 것만 보고 듣지 마
It's that last bass that gets me, Jared.
고요한 너의 슬픔이 나를 흔들어 조용한 나의 바다에 파도
It's like a cry.
Yeah, the ah.
네가 지었던 그 표정이 그 표정이 아니란 걸 알게 때부터 Louder than bombs I break
Baby, I'm nothing other than nothing, brighter than the light. Don't you want anything from me? You say I'm something other than something, brighter than the light. Don't you give up your life? Here I stay, cry, spit better days. Every day you maze, wonder if this ain't a place. Where's my way? It's kundalini ground, all 무너지는 중력, louder than bombs, yeah. I want to tell you, 어둠은 말해, 어디라도 있단 게 두려워 말해. 어떤 밤이 날 삼켜도 난 포기하지 않아. No, we are fire, we're shine.
너와 나 함께 느껴 슬픔과 고통 우연한 계절대 안녕 Yeah, we pick the sky Louder than bombs I say 세상 앞에 나갈게 나를 외면했던 시간 잡고 도망쳤던 나를 잊은다 늘 없어 Louder than bombs I say
사람들은 뭐 우리가 괴롭대. 내가 제 pain, 네 숨이라고 해. No matter what I do, don't be 구르네. 우리가 아니면 그래. 누가 건데? 사람들은 뭐 우리가 괴롭대. 내가 제 pain, 우리 삶이라고 해. No matter what I do, don't be 구르네. 우리가 아니면 그래. 누가 건데?
Louder than bombs I say 너와 내게 약속해 어떤 배들도 쳐도 우리 끝없이 널 향해 노래할 거라고 Louder than bombs I say Louder than bombs I